Another popular topic, of course, Mayor, in the city has to do with the Parks Department. And there's multiple projects, just like the roadways, going on within the park system. In some ways, we've kind of spoiled people by having such an award-winning park system. But everybody wants a park, and the west side had been clamoring for a park for a long time, and that seems to be coming to fruition. I think they're going to call it Veterans Park, a 150-acre park that you negotiated with MED, or actually Middle Tennessee Electric, I should say, to swap some property. And that's in the design phase right now.
Yeah, that was, so I don't want to take all the credit. It was definitely a team effort on making that happen. You know, we had 123 acres across the street, and you've heard me say numerous times, it was the best we could find. You know, it was surrounded by an interstate and 4 other roads, so we were able to swap some property with Middle Tennessee Electric, 153 acres that borders neighborhoods, which is typically what you want for a community park. And the council at our recent retreat, we decided that we felt like, you know, instead of always referring to it as West Park, it would be great, since it's on Veterans Parkway, to name it Veterans Park. Mm-hmm. And we're going through the process where, you know, it's going to end up being more of a community park with open space, walking trails, pavilions, sport courts, possibly some pickleball courts, but really more of a community feel that, you know, not necessarily an athletic complex, but more of a ability where people can go and have all open space and kick around a soccer ball, but play basketball, be able to play baseball. But there's all kinds of different things that we're looking in that area.
Which is ideal because it's kind of almost surrounded by neighborhoods.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the Cloister on one side, you've got Berkshire on another side, you've got really all surrounded by neighborhoods, but then you've got Veterans Park, a 5-lane road that's on the front there, but across the street you've got where the hospital's being developed. I mean, it is a great location for people to be able to access. So we're really excited about it.
So you expect that the final design will come to you sometime this year from the Nashville-based company that's looking at Gresham Smith, I think, is doing the design for that, and then you will give final approval to whatever the council feels like is affordable for the overall cost.
Yeah, I mean, we already have $9 million that we've set aside that we don't have to borrow, that we've been able to save up to go to the project. But, you know, I think if there's anything in my tenure of being in elected office that I'm disappointed in, is that we've not been able to get that park constructed. So I hope that we will be under construction, and, you know, the way that we're developing this, it's not like that we're going to be building a bunch of structures. So I'm hoping that this will be something that we will have open sooner than later. Now, we definitely, on Highway 96, we still have 127 acres out on 96, and we've not built ball fields since 1994, so 30 years, and we need ball fields. And so I think we're under design right now to be able to build some new baseball and softball fields that we can accommodate, you know, the growth that's in that segment as well.
You said sooner than later. One thing that's happening real soon is the skate park that's being constructed in Old Fort Park, which is also under a lot of renovation. Nate Williams, the Executive Director of Recreational Services, indicates that skate park may be completed by this summer, maybe even May.
Yeah, you know, Old Fort Park was built in the 1970s. And is going through a significant upgrade right now. And, you know, the area where the skate park's going, and, you know, look, I hear this all the time is, well, you know, I'm not a skater, so why am I paying for a skate park? You know, I'm not a golfer, why am I paying for a golf course? Or, you know, I don't like the greenway, why am I paying for the greenway? Well, I hope what we've tried to do with the diverse population that we have is find something that's for everyone. And, you know, Mike, with 3 kids, I've got 2 that are in college and an 11-year-old, finding ways to keep kids outside and to be engaged is way better than the alternative. And, you know, so I'm not ever going to apologize for finding ways that we keep our youth and our community active, because I think if we have an active youth, active families in the community, that's good for everything. So I think the skate park is something that, it's a skate park and a pump track. And for those of y'all who are wondering what a pump track is, it's something that is commingled together where you also can ride bicycles on that that track as well. So it's the pump is going up and down, and
So the BMX
Correct.
school of people will
yeah, and I
enjoy
think
it
you
as
could
well.
ride, you could ride a mountain bike on there as well. But I think it's going to be something that is, it's going to be fun for everyone.
And the Greenway runs through Old Fork Park, which is an amenity that is such a great thing for the community, and it continues to build because we're adding to it, and it goes throughout the city, which for people who like to bike, walk, all those things, you get recreation in your city and really not even have to get in a car.
No, I mean, and that's, you're exactly right. We really identified an area in Old Fort Park that we needed to have some activity, and that's how the skate park and the pump track ended up at the location that it's located. But really, you look all the way going to Barfield Park now, and Barfield Park all the way back to the battlefield. You really can go from just about one end of the city to the other on the Greenway, and that's something that routinely you drive by the trailheads and see how many cars are out there at the trailheads. It's great that people are out there and getting active. And look, you don't have to play tennis or play pickleball, or you don't have to be good at anything just to
Just
go out
walk.
and walk the Greenway.
One of the best exercises you can participate in.
Absolutely.